Hi guys, my name is Manouk Vink and I am the founder of the Goddess Academy, and I'm so excited to talk about today's topic because in today's topic we are going to be talking about intuition. What is it? How it changed my life? How do you actually tap into it? And we're also going to talk about how some of us view this as a little bit of a woo-woo thing when it's actually really a very scientific thing. So basically, in the programs in the Goddess Academy, I use my intuition to help guide you achieve the results that you desire, but I also coach you on how to tap into your intuitive gifts because we all have the ability to tap into our intuitive gifts. And I'm sure you already know that because I'm sure you already know what it feels like when you have a gut feeling or when you have an intuitive hit and you were right about it. And if you didn't know that or you haven't felt that before, I want you to think of some moments where that may have come up, and otherwise just keep listening because we're gonna dive a little bit deeper into that. What I wanna tell you in this series is I'm going to tell you how intuition is going to trained intuition is going to absolutely change your life in so many ways. For me, it has been the biggest game changer. First off, we are going to talk about intuition and what it actually is. And then I'm going to take you down a little bit how you're going to tap into it, and also what you're actually doing when you're using your intuition and when you're training it, because intuition should be trained like a muscle. And because I am also a fitness coach, I know exactly how this works. And with intuition, you can even get even better results when it comes to literally everything in your life, not only with training and nutrition, because you can tap into the energetic field of your body, but also you can start predicting certain things. You can tap into other people's energies. You can ask questions that you don't know the answer to. You can ask your intuition these questions and get 100% accurate answers on what is going to happen and what is going to serve everybody in the best way possible. So this is literally the most life-changing thing. So stay tuned because you have the ability to use this in your way, and you have, nobody lacks this gift. Everybody has the ability to tap into their intuition and train it. So if you're ready to dive into more, just email info@anouksgoddessacademy.com. I will link it below if you want to dive into intuition and start learning how to expand your gifts even more after this series. So basically, let's talk about intuition. Like I said, we all know that gut feeling, right? That gut feeling that something is off, or you get an intuitive hit and you feel like, hey, this isn't right? We all know that feeling, but how can we tap into that precisely? Because sometimes, unfortunately, we can't distinguish between our emotions and intuition. Why? Because emotions block or cloud our intuition by 95%. Have you ever been in a situation where you had to make a decision, but because you were so panicked or upset, or something was going on that was highly emotional, you couldn't make the right decision, or you thought you were making an intuitive decision, but actually it was clouded by your emotions, and later on you went back and you were like, oh, maybe I should have done something else. That is when you may think that you're tapping into your intuition, but actually you are using your emotion. So what we do with intuition is we drown out, we quiet out the noise, and we focus on fully tapping into your intuition. So what is intuition? How do you tap into it? Manouk, what are you talking about? I'm sure you've heard of psychics, mediums before that tap into energies, that read energies and things like that. However, these psychics and these mediums, they have these gifts, but they are not specifying what field they are reading. So they could be gathering wrong information from different fields, which we will be diving into later on even more. So they could be giving you an answer by tapping into a specific field, but it might not be the only answer. It might not be the right answer for the specific question that you have. And that's what we're going to be diving into in this series, and why trained intuition, like I have trained my intuition, I have mastered my intuition, I'm continuously training it to expand even more. You get way more accurate information and way more accurate answers, and it's literally a game changer. It changes your life. It has changed my life in so many ways, and it's crazy how accurate this information is that you are getting when you know what fields you're tapping into, and you can do this too. So that's the difference between psychics and trained intuitives. Trained intuitives, when done correctly with the right tools, know which fields they are directing their question to. So you're like, Manouk, you're talking about fields. What are you talking about? So let's talk about intuition. Basically, with intuition, you are reading information in energy. Everything around you is made up of light. All light carries information, right? So when you tap into the frequency of something, of an energetic field of something, so we are made up of energies working together, right? And all energies are constantly interacting. You know, when you're like sitting somewhere and someone walks in and they have this energy about them that you want to go speak to them, you want to go hang out with them because you feel their energy and it's like a vibrant energy. Or vice versa, you feel like an energy like, oh no, I don't want to be near them. There's something off here. That is you already communicating with that energy. You're just not sure what you're picking up on yet. And that's what you learn with intuition. Basically, because of all these energies working together, we have an energetic body or a spirit or an aura, however you'd like to call it. And we're going to learn about these because these are also all different fields. So basically, you are tapping into that field, that electromagnetic field that that person carries. And everything has an electromagnetic field. So when you're tapping into the right electromagnetic field and collecting the right data, that because you're reading the right information in that light, that is when you are using intuition, basically. You're reading that information in the energy of that person. You're reading the information in their electromagnetic blueprint, the blueprint that is around them. And so there are many different fields that you can tap into, like your body's field, your electromagnetic field, which we also call the creator field. You can tap into different fields. You can tap into someone else's energy without the contaminations of other people's thoughts and belief systems, and you will get more clear-cut, accurate information. And that is what intuition is. That is what you do. You get the correct information from the right field by reading the frequency, by reading the energy that they are broadcasting and sending out. And that is what we do with trained intuition. You learn how to tap into that energy. You learn how to get the right answers, whether they be yes and no answers or more elaborate answers, whether you are tapping into other energies around you, whether you are connecting to your pet, which you can do when you read their energy and get information from there, because energy is all around us all the time, even energies that you may not see. And you will be learning how to tap into the energies that you may not see as well, because they are around us. They are just not physical. So that is what we do with intuition. That is how I also help my clients identify what they need to work through when it comes to either achieving their body goals by tapping into their body and reading what their body needs to get the results that they desire, or working through emotional blocks. If you go through the previous series about activating your dream body, it is all to do about what your body is broadcasting out. That is also a form of reading that energy and understanding the communication that your body is sending you, because that is all this is, communication of energies. We just need to train ourselves to tap into the right energy and collect the right information and make sure we have 100% accurate information when we do this with intuition. And that is what we're going to be talking about in this series. And that is what I coach you on inside the Goddess Academy in some of our programs. So if you're interested in that, like I said, contact us. But for now, just enjoy this series and get a feel for how all of this works and how intuition works, and maybe start training that muscle already a little bit, become a little bit more aware. And I'm going to give you some tools to start becoming a little bit more aware throughout the series.